contrary to popular belief, Africa, growing up in the 90s, it was great. I had a middle class upbringing, what I considered middle class upbringing, and played outside a lot, went to work, school. um, my family was very academic. My parents were uh, in academia. So my father was kind of like a professor, and my mother was a science based grade school teacher. And so school was really important to us, but fun was also really important. But there's something that I'd like to touch on. Yesterday, I was at school. I go to SDSU, and there was a map on one of the entrances that I go through. And this map showed a person saying, "Here you are. You are right here. And then this is where you go." And it was a real person, it wasn't like a caricature. And I stopped in my tracks because this was a black person. This was a black woman. I took a photo of it and everything. And her hair was black. I mean, but it was short. It was like, it wasn't just like this black woman with flowy hair. It was short hair. It wasn't a fro, but it was short hair. And so that was very interesting because the advertising tells you that, oh, we're evolving and we are accepting. And I think there's a certain aspect to it of acceptance. But on a grand scheme, it's just an advertisement. It doesn't necessarily mean that in real life, that's actually what's really going on. So bringing SDSU into this conversation, there's a lot of diversity at San Diego State, a lot of international students. I see a lot of African students, a lot of Nordic students, Europeans. But the reality is the color is still very clear. There aren't a lot of brown people at San Diego State that I see. They're there, of course, but they're not enough. And so seeing that portrayal, it's cute. I think it was cute, but it's still not the reality. So yeah, I think advertising is kind of like what is that? Who was that? Jim Morrison said uh, life imitates art. Some of the advertising maybe trying to portray what they would rather see than what is actually happening. So I commend them on trying to push for this. You know, we have a black person on this advertisement. Let's have some more black people in this place so that we can actually really portray the reality and not just what we want or wish or hope people to see.